Adrenal glands meet a lot of demands. It's rhyming reason 673.
There's a rhyming reason for your life. There's a rhyming reason why.
Hey there, Tony here, and I got two really cool words for you. Adrenal glands. Oh yeah. Now we're talking about some pretty exciting stuff, right? And I bet when you got up this morning, the first thought you had after your coffee kicked in was, where can I find me some stimulating adrenal conversation, right? That was the first thing that came into your mind. Never fear, I got your adrenal glands gossip right here. Let's get started, shall we? First, let's talk about the easy-to-understand stuff. You know, like the zona glomerulosa, the fascia culata, and reticularis. Yeah, they don't do so much. They just produce aldosterone, cortisol, and sex steroid hormone. So, no big deal. All right. And then there's the adrenal medulla that produces catecholamines, or maybe you know them by their hormonal names like epinephrine and norepinephrine. But, again, no big deal. Same stuff. Same with the adrenal cortex. It's the section that produces some hormones necessary for fluid and electrolyte, balance like salt. Maybe you recognize their hormonal names, cortisol and aldosterone. And then there's, let's go for some Captain Obvious stuff, okay? The zona glomerulosa converts progesterone through a series of steps to the mineralocorticoid, aldosterone, and then some other layers of the cortex convert progesterone to 17-hydroxyprogesterone, and then the progesterone is converted to either the 17-hydroxysteroid cortisol or the 17-ketosteroid sex hormones. And apparently every day these boring little triangle-shaped adrenal glands that are located above your kidneys secrete 15 to 20 milligrams of cortisol, 25 to 30 milligrams of androgens, and 75 to 125 units of aldosterone. I know. Oh, man, big yawn, right? Oh, man, I could blabber on and on about the ho-hum details of what your adrenal glands are doing while you're enjoying your coffee and donuts, but your mind needs true stimulation, not this boring stuff I'm talking about so far, right? Boring. Everybody knows all that other stuff, right? I'm sure you couldn't care less about symptoms like, where's my caffeine? Where's my caffeine? And why won't my food in my belly go on down? And stop yelling at me, chips, cookies, and cakes. I can't get to sleep. No, wait, I can hardly wake up. Who you calling fatso? Oh, woe's me, all the time. Why is there so much hair in the sink the same color as mine? Thyroid schmyroid, who needs it? Yeah, I know. A lot of people believe all that stuff going on inside you just happened by accident, so who cares that your adrenal medulla can be stimulated along its preganglionic sympathetic fibers, right? Who cares? And who cares that causes release of dopamine or norepinephrine and epinephrine. Plus, it's just a nice side effect that sympathetic neural outflow is increased by some silly-sounding fight-or-flight response, right? Yeah, so what if that can be triggered by fear or emotional distress? Who cares? Or typical stuff like upright posture and pain, cold and hypotension, and hypoglycemia and more. All that can be caused just by these things. Who cares? I probably shouldn't even bring it up. Plus, who needs to read all those made-up Bible stories about some silly notion of a creation week? Huh? Or a worldwide flood? What? The whole planet? Who needs to read some white-haired old guy's writings about humans being made from the dust of the earth? Give me a break. Because that certainly wouldn't help anybody understand how norepinephrine exerts negative feedback at the preganglionic sympathetic receptors, am I right? Yeah, hello. No. All those simplistic functions going on in just two tiny glands inside your body, which is made up of about 30 trillion insignificant cells. Who cares? all that's just happening because they need to happen, right? Let's not get all biblical about it. Good grief. Let's just be glad our bodies work the way they do, and how it's not a case of why or even who. Let's keep evolving till we don't need all this stuff, like skin and bones, because our minds will be enough. Yes, let's do that. Okay. I got to calm down. Yeah, I probably better stop now and let you get back to your more exciting stuff and more complex stuff. All this simple talk, it's probably got you bored and out of your gourd, and you're ready to go to sleep. I'll let you do that. Till next time, this is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com, where the ever-present merch leaps out at you when you go up there and you look at it and you say, I must click it. I must tap it. And then you go there and you see a t-shirt and you say, I must have it, because it says, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and